Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Serena Williams' daughter Olympia has a blast at a soccer stadium with her famous mom. Serena Williams had a blast with her daughter Olympia and her husband, Alexis Ohanian, as they had a great weekend in London, England. The famous family got to witness the Chelsea women's team lift the Women's League Cup without suffering a defeat. Head coach Sonia Bompastor ended her first campaign in charge of the Blues with an unbeaten domestic campaign, having gone the full 22-game WSL season without a defeat. 2 goals from Sandy Baltimore helped the team get a 3-0 victory against Manchester United in front of 74,412 fans inside Wembley Stadium. Serena Williams' daughter Olympia has a blast. Alexis Olympia Ohanian is Serena Williams and Alexis Ohanian's oldest daughter, and she has already shown talent for sports, particularly tennis, as she has gained thousands of fans on social media with 632,000 followers on Instagram. Olympia's father has a $26 million investment in Chelsea FC Women, so it was appropriate that the American entrepreneur and investor was in attendance at Wembley Stadium to see the women's soccer club make history as they joined the legendary Doncaster Belles side of the 1980s and early 1990s. By claiming a 6th Women's FA Cup trophy. The feeling is great. It is sometimes difficult to describe them with words, but it feels really great. This season has been tough, so for us to be as domestically dominant as we have been, we really need to enjoy it, said head coach Sonia Bompastor about her team's accomplishment. Passion is one of the main forces of Serena Williams. Serena Williams was a legend on the court, and she's on her way to be one off the tennis court too. A lot of that has to do with the fact that she's one of the most determined, mentally strong female athletes in the world. The Compton native is a very passionate and outspoken superstar who's also a fashion icon, an entrepreneur, activist, ambassador, and an investor. A lot of that has to do with the fact that Serena began to own her power herself at an early age. I think once I embraced it and didn't really care about what other people said or what people thought, people started to realize that strength is beauty. And there's something amazing and beautiful about being strong, she said. Williams has mentioned the fact that she embraced her power and strength, and that's something that she would teach her daughters, Alexis Olympia Ohanian Jr. and Adira River Ohanian. They have a major advantage in life, no doubt about it. It's a bright spring afternoon in Miami, the sun cascading down in golden streaks across a packed soccer stadium buzzing with cheers. On the Jumbotron, the camera pans across the stands, and suddenly, the crowd erupts into a fresh roar. There she is, Serena Williams, global icon, 23-time Grand Slam champion, business mogul, and fashion trailblazer. But it's not Serena commanding all the attention today. Sitting in her lap, decked out in a miniature soccer jersey, eyes wide with wonder, it's her daughter, Olympia Ohanian. All of 6 years old and already a magnetic presence in her own right. Serena grins. Olympia waves to the camera. The crowd melts. They're not just spectators at today's match between Inter Miami and La Galaxy. They're the moment. And for Serena, the day is about one thing only. Joy. Not trophies. Not legacy. Just watching her daughter fall in love with something new. Chapter 1. From center court to the sidelines. For decades, Serena Williams dominated center courts across the globe. Wimbledon, Flushing Meadows, Roland Garros. Her game was built on power, precision, and an almost mythic aura of unshakable determination. But post-retirement Serena is a different kind of force. Still powerful, but playfully present. Being Olympia's mom is my favorite role, Serena recently told Vogue. Everything else is great, but this is real magic. That magic was on full display at the stadium. Wearing matching Inter Miami jerseys with their names on the back. Mom for Serena. Little S for Olympia. The pair were greeted like royalty as they walked into the VIP family section. But Serena quickly waved off the VIP lounge. "We want to be where the action is," she said, guiding Olympia down to seats just above the pitch. There was no entourage, no glam squad, just a mom and her daughter, plus a pink sequin soccer ball Olympia insisted on bringing from home. Chapter 2. Olympia's first goal. Sort of. At halftime, something unexpected happened. As players headed to the locker rooms and fans rushed to grab snacks, Serena and Olympia were invited onto the field by the team's owner. None other than David Beckham, a longtime friend of Serena and fellow sports icon. Olympia hesitated. "She's a little shy," Serena said. Beckham smiled and knelt down. "Wanna kick the ball with me?" Olympia glanced up at her mom. Serena gave her the nod. "Go for it, baby." And just like that, Olympia trotted onto the field, trailing pink laces and sparkles. Beckham rolled the ball gently. Olympia took a clumsy swing, and the ball trickled toward the goal. The crowd watched. The ball nudged the post and rolled in. Goal! The stadium, delighted by the moment, erupted in applause. Olympia turned around, grinning, arms in the air. Serena clapped wildly from the sideline. "She might be better than me at this already," Serena laughed. Chapter 3. Mom Goals and Soccer Dreams. For Serena, this wasn't just a cute family outing. It was part of something bigger, a deliberate effort to expose Olympia to the world's vast palette of experiences. "I never want to box her in," Serena told a reporter after the match. "Tennis was my world, but it doesn't have to be hers. She might want to play soccer, or paint, or write books, or run a tech company." Olympia has already shown glimpses of her own unique interests. She's taken ballet classes, dabbled in piano, and even helped her parents test products for their investment firm, Serena Ventures. She loves coding games with her dad, Alexis Ohanian, and frequently critiques Serena's fashion choices. "Too much glitter, mama." But today, soccer was her universe. Serena documented the whole adventure on her Instagram story. Snack breaks with nachos, selfies with the team mascot, a slow-motion replay of Olympia's halftime goal, complete with fire emojis and the caption, "Sign her up for the World Cup." Chapter 4. A Legacy of Strong Women. Though Olympia is growing up with a last name synonymous with digital empires, thanks to her Reddit co-founder dad, and athletic greatness, thanks to her mom, Serena is determined to raise her with humility and independence. She knows mama used to play tennis, and that people sometimes stop us for photos, Serena said, but she also knows how to clean up after herself and say please and thank you. Part of that grounding comes from family. Olympia spends time with her grandmother, Oracene Price, who raised 5 daughters with grit and grace, and she knows all about her Aunt Venus, who still plays competitively and once gifted her a tennis racket as tall as she was. "I'm so proud that she's surrounded by women who lead with strength and kindness," Serena said. That's the real legacy. Chapter 5. Soccer, Snacks, and Selfies. Back in the stands, after halftime, Olympia munched on popcorn and stared wide-eyed as Inter Miami scored a real goal. She jumped up and spilled some popcorn on Serena's lap, who laughed and brushed it off. "That's okay," she said. "Celebration is messy." At one point, they were joined by another special guest, Lionel Messi, who spotted the two in the stands post-match and came over to say hello. Olympia blinked. "Are you the soccer guy from the cereal box?" Messi chuckled and nodded. Serena, laughing. "She's not wrong." Messi signed Olympia's jersey with a smile. Serena snapped a photo. "She'll understand who he is later," she whispered. It was a moment Serena herself would have dreamed of as a little girl, meeting a global sports legend, surrounded by cheers and lights. But seeing it happen for Olympia was even sweeter. Chapter 6. The Mom Behind the Magic. As the day wound down and the crowds thinned, Serena and Olympia lingered near the field. The sun had dipped lower, casting a warm, golden hue across the grass. Olympia practiced kicks with her pink ball. Serena sat on the bench, filming quietly. She looked content, not just proud, but at peace. There was a time, not long ago, when every public appearance came with pressure. Perform, prove, win. Now, she's just happy being mom. "I spent years fighting to be heard, to be respected," she told People last year. "And now I get to fight for her, to give her freedom to be anything. That freedom includes days like this, where sport is not competition, but connection." Chapter 7. Lights out, dreams on. As they headed home, Serena posted one last update. Olympia, fast asleep in the backseat, her jersey still on, cheeks flushed with excitement. "She had a blast," Serena wrote, "and so did I." In a world where celebrity children often live under the glare of expectation, Serena is charting a different path. One of presence, play, and popcorn in the lap. She'll remember this, Serena told a friend on the phone later that night. Not just the stadium or the selfies, but that we were there, together. Epilogue. More than a game. For most kids, a day at the stadium is just a fun outing. For Olympia Ohanian, it was a day where the worlds of play, family, and potential collided, under stadium lights and within the protective orbit of a mother who knows how to champion both ambition and joy.